Hello and welcome back to Raising the Bar, Let's Play Might and Magic 6. This is episode 24, and we are finally going to go, in this episode, to the town of Freehaven, the largest town in the game. Okay, so first of all, we need to get there. And that means crossing a fair bit of hostile wilderness. But I'm not going to take on any of the enemies today. We'll just run for it and get to the town. We'll clear the overworld in a future episode. Okay, castle first of all. Here's the third council lord. Osric Temper lives here, and he will give us a promotion quest and a council quest. Let's see what he has in store for us. Okay, council quest-wise, he's sending us to a devil's outpost near Kriegspire to infiltrate it and find information there and destroy the place. He's referring to these things as devils. We know, although our characters don't, that they are Kriegan, they're actually aliens, but because they have a likeness to devils and demons, everyone in the game will refer to them as that. And then we have our Cavalier promotion quest. This sounds quite simple. We don't actually have a knight, but we might as well do the promotion quest anyway. It will still give us XP. We just need to seek the nomination of a person of authority, a Cavalier, for example. That sounds like a very straightforward quest, if we can find such a person. Okay, so let's head out and carry on racing along the road, trying to dodge projectiles and things, into the town of Freehaven, where we have quite a lot of stuff to do. As you can see by our character portraits, we are all weak. That's because we've spent 5 days on the road without resting. So maybe one of the first things we should do is find an inn. And indeed, it looks as though there is an inn right, literally the first building we come to. Well, their rent is a little bit steep, but I think to replenish ourselves, it's probably worth it. Okay, here we are then on the edge of Freehaven. What I'm going to do here, I think, is go door to door. We have a lot of stuff we can sell up, and indeed should, because there are going to be a lot of opportunities here to spend money. Probably more money than we have. So we may have to be quite selective. In terms of things we are looking for, upgraded equipment, especially bows, is always useful. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Learning any new or useful skills. There are going to be a number of places where we can purchase some very, very useful spells indeed. This is the first town that we've been to where we're going to be able to find many spells on offer. So in terms of fast travel, in terms of offensive capabilities and cures and just about everything, we will find things here for the first time. But okay, that looked like a door, but apparently it isn't. Let's see where... feathers and string. Okay, first of all, it looks as though this is going to be a good place for potentially some upgraded bows. So let's see what they have. Okay, so I think all of our characters have bows like this one, a precision bow. At the moment, 5d2 plus 4 is the damage that it will do. And we are quite heavily reliant on the damage caused by bows at the moment, because it doesn't deplete anything. In order to do that, it keeps... it allows us to put down enemies at a distance at practically no cost to ourselves. So if we can find bows with a higher shoot and damage rating than these, it's a no-brainer to replace them. It will just increase our ability to deal with large hordes of cannon fodder type enemies. But there's nothing there. Let's see what's in the specials. Nothing interesting here as well. What a shame. I was really hoping that we could get a higher grade of bow here. It seems not, unfortunately. but we can see what we can sell. I've sort of categorized our stuff a little bit. And there's a lot of this stuff that that's just junk. This, even though he's just a bowyer, he will buy all of our weapons, and we do have a few trashy weapons we can get rid of there. Not for very much money at all, just a handful of coins, but it's all worthwhile. Now that reminds me. Okay, so we actually have our paladin here is actually trained in plate, but is wearing chain. Is wearing chain plus 12 with a plus 5, with another plus 5 on top of that, as a special attribute. So a plus 17 chainmail there. But we have a suit of plate here that's 20 plus 3. In other words, 6 higher armor rating than he already has on. So it's completely worthwhile to swap that out, and our chain-wearing cleric here can get an upgrade there of the plus 5 that the paladin was previously wearing. So that's useful. We can now hopefully sell some of this stuff, like this helm. We have a lot of shields. None of our characters are using shields. Some crummy boots. Yeah, all these shields, just not interesting to us at all. Let's see if there's any better. Dragon Leather of Magic. Now this is going to be useful for one of our magic leather-wearing classes. Presumably our sorcerer is going to be best equipped with this. This is plus 16 with a plus 7 to spell points. Let's see what she has on at the moment.
Come back soon.
So plus 10 leather armor class plus 5. So having that that was what, plus 17, so that's already better, even without the plus 16. Okay, so but nevertheless it still is better. So that's 1 point extra of armor class and just plus 7 spell points on a total of 142. See, it is an upgrade, but it's going to cost us 4,350 gold. So I don't think it's a worthwhile one to be. Let's save our money because we're going to find other ways and means to spend it for certain. If it was a little bit better, I would go for it. These gauntlets of plus 10 armor, plus 5 speed, and plus 5 accuracy could be very useful. Let's see who needs speed and accuracy. Well, everyone, but certainly our paladin could use that. Well, he already has the plus 5 speed and accuracy on the gauntlets already. Actually, no. Let's not waste our money on armor. I don't think we particularly need it. We have a stable here with a new travel route out of here to a place called White Cap. Never been there, but we still have a lot of stuff to look at around here. So let's not do that. Okay, horseshoes. I think we have a couple of horseshoes that were left over from the yes. Okay, so normally on a map with the stable, you find a couple of horseshoes sitting around. A horseshoe can be used on a single character to grant them skill points. And I saved the previous 2 that we found so that we could collect 4 and use them on the characters in one go, like this. So that's plus 2 free skill points to each of our characters there. That's on top of having leveled up and what they already have and that stuff. Okay, what does that say? Guild of Water is that way, the Temple is that way, the Armory is that way. We've already been in the Armory. So I suppose, yeah, okay, so let's walk down towards the south and look in the buildings here. That's not a building, apparently, or not one we can enter at any rate. Oh, there's a door on the side here we missed. Carlo's good friend Cheryl is lost in Bootleg Bay. We are travelling with Cheryl right now. Where is Carlo Tormini? Presumably in the town, right here, somewhere. So let's take a look. This is Peggy Woods. Will talk to us about a mysterious 11th dark magic spell. We haven't learned dark magic on any of our characters yet, though. We're already a member of the Body Guild, so that's not useful.
Greetings.
We're a member of the Spirit Guild as well. Let's see what's in here. Mind. Yep, we're a member of Mind as well. We don't really use... Well, we use Body quite a lot. We don't really use a whole lot of Mind or Spirit spells, or haven't yet. In fact, we don't even know... We don't even have a single character who even knows Mind Magic. Our Paladin knows Spirit.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's see. Body Magic Expert. Anyone need the expertise for that? Cleric already has it. Paladin isn't high enough rank to be able to get the expertise. But Paladin is already a Spirit Magic Expert, and he's the only one with that school of magic there.
Hi there.
And we've already been in there. This is, let's see, the Guild of Water. Now this is useful. So our Water Magician is our Druid here. Let's look at the spells that he already has. We have 4. We're missing another, what's that, 7? We have Awaken, Cold Beam, Water Walk, which we use quite a bit, and Enchant Item, which let's come back to in a second, because we can actually exercise some enchantment at the moment. But let's see what else potentially we can buy in here. Okay, Ice Bolt, we didn't have that. That is 1 to 7 points of damage per point of skill in water magic. So that's probably a much better offensive spell than our Druid already has. 1 to 7 points of damage per point, and I think he's got like 4 points. So that's potentially up to 28 damage. Water Walk we already have. Ice Blast Poison Spray sprays poison at monsters directly in front of your characters. Okay. That's 2 points of damage plus 1 to 2 per point of skill in water magic, so that's quite low, but few monsters have resistance to poison. Ice Blast Lloyd's Beacon. Okay. This allows us to mark a location that we want to teleport back to in the future. So we cast this spell once where we want to be, where we want to go back to, and then if we cast it again, provided it's still active and the lifetime of the beacon depends on our skill in water magic, then we should teleport back there. That could potentially be extremely useful. It is, however, about half of our existing gold right there just to get that. Enchant Item we already have. Ice Blast, Acid Burst, 1 to... Oh, that's 9 points of damage plus 1 to 9 per point of skill. That looks quite good. Let's look at the rest. Protection from Cold and Ice Blast. Okay, we didn't get the one that allows us to teleport back to town. If that's a water spell at all. I think it is. That's a shame. Okay, so it looks as though Acid Burst is going to give us the best bang for the buck in terms of offensive ability. So I'm going to pick up Acid Burst there for our Druid. And I think we should come back for Lloyd's Beacon, because I don't think that's going to be immediately useful. I may be wrong, but I don't think we need to pick that up right now. The cost is just a little too high, and we don't have that much to play with. Okay, so I said we were going to try and enchant. I've put all the jewelry and stuff onto our Druid to try this. Let's see. Now, we have some low-value rings here. I think the ability to successfully enchant something is very much dependent on its value. So I think we may only get a chance to enchant some of these high-value items like these 3 here. I'm going to give it a try, because if we manage to drop some enchantments on these items, we haven't found a place to sell these yet, but it should increase their resale value. Oops. It should increase their resale value quite significantly. Let's see. Enchant item. Okay, let's try that. Okay, well, that did something. Let's see. What do we have there now? Oh, wow. Okay, so that's just enchanted it into a ring of defense. Another plus 12 armor class there for someone. We're definitely not selling that. Okay, armor class 39, 61, 48, and 37. It looks as though our sorcerer is going to benefit the most from having an armor class buff. There we go, armor class 49 now. That went quite well. Let's see what else we can get out of an enchantment. Okay, that one worked as well. This isn't guaranteed to, but we have two that have worked. Spell points plus 8. A fairly minor improvement there. Let's see, who out of our two main spellcasters, our cleric and our wizard, who has the fewest spell points? 100, 142, okay. For now, let's give that ring to, wow, wearing a lot of rings now. We probably need to go through and filter those and see that everyone is wearing something appropriate to their class and isn't wasting items that could be used on to better effect on other characters. Let's try enchanting this crown. Oh, that worked. Okay, I wasn't sure whether that had the value to do it. Armor class 11. Okay, so do we have? Well, for example, this helm of poison resistance here. I think we can trade in plus 7 poison resistance for plus 9 armor there, and probably that too as well for that matter. That's probably that may be even better. Yeah, let's try that. I assume that this is a piece of headgear that just, yeah, it does. Okay, so we have these 5 turquoise amulets as well. Do they enchant? Let's see. No, that one failed. But did it fail because, well, it didn't say item is not high enough quality. So I think it just failed as a by die roll. Yeah, there, that one worked. Unfortunately, the ones that we've failed to enchant, they are now broken. They're going to cost us to repair. Okay, a plus 6 speed. That's added 600 gold to the value of that item. Although we're not going to get all of that 600 in selling it. Armor class plus 8. Hit points plus 8. Poison resistance plus 3. I think, can we improve the speed of... Yeah, okay, so I'm going to give this this speed amulet we've just enchanted to our sorcerer. And we can sell this hit points plus 8 thing. 8 is not a great... actually, 8 is almost fairly significant for our sorcerer. We don't want to swap that one out. No, 8 is actually pretty significant. No, let's leave it the way it is. The way we've just put it. We've just enchanted, let's see, spell points plus 11. Well, we don't want to swap out this armor class thing, so I guess we're selling that one. And the 5th and final attempt. That didn't work. Okay. So that's a few successful enchantments there. Quite useful. If we can find a place to sell items like that, then great. Okay, what's this place? The Guild of Air. Okay. Our sorceress is the Air Magician. And the Air Magician has Wizard Eye, Static Charge, Sparked, which we use all the time, and Shield, which we use a lot. 3 out of 4 very, very useful spells there. But let's see what else is available. Okay, so Shield we have. Fly. Okay, now we're talking. This is 9,000 gold, but it's fly. So we're probably going to get that. Feather Fall will prevent any possibility of characters getting hurt from a fall for a certain amount of time. Jump. Okay. Static charge, we have sparks, we have feather fall, static charge, jump, sparks, sparks, sparks. Okay. Out of these, we definitely want to pick up fly, I think. Now that drains. It has a certain duration depending on our skill level with air magic, but it also drains spell points the longer we cast, the longer it's... Well, actually, not the longer it's in effect, but the longer we're actually in the air. But there are a lot of places we can only get to with fly. So, without question, we need this. Now let's see.
Yes.
I am going to just give it a try. Let's see what that's like. Now, I don't know the keys. How do we... Oh, right, it's page up and page down. Okay, perfect. Oh, wow. Okay, so that... Oh, no, it's not page down. It's just page up. Ah, how do we drop? Home. No, insert. Okay. Right, now. Two things. Firstly, I didn't know the controls for go up and down, which was a really bad idea when you're starting to fly. Secondly, that tower started to fireball us, so that looks as though it's some sort of, like... flying defense system, some like anti-ballistic hero system. So possibly flying in towns. We've seen a number of these towers in the towns. Possibly flying within towns is not the safest idea, it seems. I wonder who created those and what the point of those is. Okay, so. That was our brief experiment with flying. A guarded success, I would say. We're only about halfway through town, so let's keep going.
Nice to see you.
Let's see. Now this person will buy amber if we had any. We don't, however. This is the Guild of Body. Okay, so let's look at body spells. We have the first 5 on our cleric, and we use pretty much cure wounds exclusively. It's very useful to have cure weakness though, and if we have any more effect removing spells, we will definitely consider them. Let's see what is available here. Okay, power cure. Cures hit points of all characters in your party. The number cured is equal to 10 plus 2 per point of skill in body magic. That is a very expensive spell. It will eat about 3/4 of our remaining gold. So, though it looks very useful, I think we'll avoid it. Speed, we don't have yet. That could be useful. Probably when we get to Master and we can cast it once to affect the entire party, will it be more useful. Cure Disease. Do we have already Cure Disease? No, we don't, do we? We have Cure Sickness? Or... I don't know. Maybe we already do. We had one cure and I've already forgotten what it was. Flying Fist. Well, 30 points of damage plus 1 to 5 per point of skill in body magic, but I don't think we need a lot of offensive capabilities on our cleric there, to be honest. So let's leave those spells the way they are. This is the Guild of Earth. We don't actually have an Earth caster, do we? Oh, we actually do. Our druid, not that we ever use it. We have stun and magic arrow on our druid. And we're not even a member. Okay. Well, that is that. Ah, an entrance to a sewer there. And Richard Harp, the trader. So, what happens if... What's the sewer? Okay, so that's the actual dungeon entrance. We don't want to go in there. We might do it afterwards, though. Alchemy and Incantations. Maybe we can sell... maybe we can repair some of our magic items here and sell some of the ones we no longer need.
See anything you like?
So what do they have? Ah, we have some nice cloaks. See here, the value of this item is 1,450. But it's going to cost us 5,800 to buy that. This is probably why we need a better merchant ability. Because we're getting ripped off. We're getting pretty lousy sale prices. Now that is a nice item. A regenerate spell points over time thing would go great on our sorcerer, depending on how fast the regeneration was. What about special items here? +9 cloaks there. Okay. Right, anyway, how much is it going to cost to repair some of these items? Ah, okay, only 250 to repair a broken amulet there. That's definitely worth it for the attempt to have another go. Okay. Let's see what we have here. What were we going to sell? The spell points plus 11. We're only getting 266 gold pieces out of that. That barely covers our costs of 1 repair. Yeah, we definitely need to do something about merchant skill, I think.
Thanks. Come again.
But that's fine. Let's give it a try again. Now, where is... There we go. Enchant item. That one failed. And that one failed. And that one failed. Perfect. Well, that was definitely worthwhile. So, I'm not going to go in there and do that again. But that is probably something... I wonder if we... Let's take a look. Are our... Right, we could have actually put some more points into water magic before trying that. That might have not been a bad idea. But since we just did that, and I'm not going to reload, let's leave it at that for now. Okay, an expert knife trainer who we have no use for.
Pleased to meet you.
Expert swordsmanship. Our paladin does not qualify, although we're not doing a lot of melee combat actually, so we probably don't need to waste money on swordsmanship. For now, I mean, maybe in the future. Ah, this person just bought a gong that we had on us for 2,000 gold. And we'll buy further ones if we can find them. Okay, next house. Nothing here. That's not really a house, it's a fake house.
Greetings.
Zoltan Phelps the merchant has a quest for us. An explorer friend of mine recently uncovered a powerful artifact Mordred in his travels. He wanted to sell it to me and shipped it here for me to decide if I wanted it. Unfortunately, raiders attacked the caravan it was on and stole the artifact. They were last seen headed to an area west of Castle Temper. I'm sure they must have some sort of base there. If you bring back Mordred for me, I'll give you a cut of what I'm paying my friend for it. Okay. So Castle Temper is the castle that we passed on our way in. It says that there's a place west of the castle there. Somewhere here, presumably. That will be a dungeon, and we've got a quest for it. So we can follow up that lead in the future. Wow, we have a lot of... I need to make sure that we're not missing... we're not going to miss anything here. Let's see. There's a mercenaries living in a stronghold near Castle Temper. This bard tells us about. That could be the same place. Could be a different one entirely.
Hello.
So, Earth Guild membership. This is what we didn't have before.
Thank you.
But now we do.
How are you?
We can go back and take a look at our Earth spells in a moment.
Hello.
Okay, we nearly missed the ones down here.
Hello.
Let's make sure we don't. Dominique Juarez. Water Guild membership. We're already a member. Okay. Another sewer entrance there.
How are you?
We're already a member of the Fire Guild.
Hello.
And we're already a member of the Air Guild. And then what's this place out here about? Is this a temple? No, it's the High Council Chamber of them itself. Interesting. So what's going on here? These are the 6 High Council members of Enroth. And we need to gain their support to get access to the Oracle. Now, I'm not sure why we need to get access to the Oracle, because I don't know if that's been introduced yet, but we are, nevertheless, in the long run, attempting to win the favour of the 6 lords that sponsor these 6 council representatives. So that's why we're trying to complete 6 council quests. And this is taking a while, so I think this is a good place to break it. We'll continue our exploration of Freehaven in the next episode. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.